Hey everyone, welcome back to Life by the Bow.
From the Bahamas.
From the Bahamas.
Earlier in the day, we crossed our own personal boat through a 100-mile stretch of open ocean from the United States into Bahamian waters. And we're gonna see if we can catch a couple of these yellow eyes.
Looks like a guppy compared to the one we just got. Just kidding.
The reward is priceless as you're able to experience sights, sounds, and tastes in combination that some can only dream of.
I want the pistol, where is it?
No, I eat the pistol.
It's supposed to give you stamina.
I love everybody. Amen.
So we are turning and burning right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at that guy right there.
Finally, we made it to an area about 30 miles off the coast of Cuba called Cay Sal Bank. This area is known for a thriving fishery, beautiful crystal clear waters, modern day pirates, and a resting place for Cuban refugees.
So this is our first trip over here in 2023, so I'm super happy. I mean, the sun is shining, we're staying at this beautiful house.
The water's beautiful.
The water's gorgeous. We have two of our friends, Angel and Francesca, with us, so you're gonna see them join us throughout this entire video. And we are going to be spending today hanging out on the island and around the island. But one thing is Clay has been bugging me to get over here to do this trip for a while now, so I'm happy that we're finally here and able to do it.
So let's go do it.
So we haven't properly introduced Angel and Francesca. Here they are. They are our new buddies to come along with all these trips. They are the type of people I like to hang out with. I call them one day and, hey, do you guys want to head over to the Bahamas?
There's no questions. That's what's funny about it. I mean, and that's the best part about this trip, right? I mean, I just think it's so cool that we were able to plan this on a whim, and this is honestly what you have to do a trip like this, because it's very weather dependent. But for right now, we are just gonna head a little south. We have some numbers right off of Bimini here to catch some yellow eye snappers. Francesca is actually a pescatarian, so we do not come back to the dock unless there's fish in the boat. That is her rule, so we got to respect the rule today. So we're just gonna head out there, see if we can catch a couple, and you know,
Feed me.
Hopefully have
feed
some
Francesca.
dinner, right?
Yep. So as you guys can see here, I mean, we're right off of Bimini. So if you do your due diligence, you shouldn't have a problem finding any yellow eye right off this drop off here. We're in about 500 feet, I would say. And basically we have our electric reel. We're on vacation, so we're just going with the electrics for today and just trying to catch these fish as quick as possible. 65-pound braid. And then we have a chicken rig here that I just rigged up. And basically, it's just one 150-pound main line with 4 branch lines here, circle hooks, and we're just gonna put some squid on there. And then we're using about 6 pounds here. We have our sash weight. So we're gonna get this all rigged up, and basically we're just gonna drift this edge, and we're gonna see if we can catch a couple of these yellow eyes.
Thanks. I love how you always are there to help me, babe.
Help
so
you?
sweet.
You're helping me right now.
I know.
Watch out. Yeah, we got one. We're eating fish for dinner.
We haven't caught anything yet, babe.
We just got here to the Bahamas. We already got a fish on the line. And then just this beautiful blue water. Oh. So the key is with the yellow eye snappers, you want to put on a smaller piece of bait. At first we were dropping whole squids, and then we put on those smaller pieces, and that was the key. There we go! He's still kicking all the way to the top. Nice! First fish of the Bahamas trip, there we go.
There we go. And it's officially in the boat.
Yeah. One down.
A few more to go.
A few more to go. All right.
All right, all right, all right.
There it is. Whoa. Who's
No.
So who's dropping?
I'll drop.
So after losing Stephanie's fish, they've came down to this bright conclusion that they're gonna do guys versus girls. You see, the only thing is Angel's still driving the boat, but we'll still take it.
It's a genius idea.
It is a genius idea because it's just easier for Angel and I to win. Look at her trying to get as many as possible on there. That does look like a good one.
That's a good one.
Hey, either way,
Look at that.
we still eat.
Wait.
So, yeah.
That's her.
That does look like a good one.
What's that called? Finger trigger? Whoa.
Nice.
Get him in.
There's another one.
There's another one.
So right now we're doing what's called power drifting, and basically we're just drifting real slow. And what I'm doing is I'm just ever so slightly just popping the engines in reverse, just trying to slow down our drift. Reason why is because we want to make sure that that bait on the bottom looks really natural. And you know, by popping those engines in reverse, it's just making that drift go much slower. So it's going to make that weight and those baits move much slower on the bottom. And it also helps us to stay on top of the spot too. But we're in 530 feet. As you can see, we're going right over the top of these humps and just trying to stay right on top of them. And that's where these yellow eyes like to hang out. Here, if you want, Angel, since I got the slippery fingers, you can grab them and then I'll work the reel. Or you tell me, what do you want to do? Yoo-hoo!
Ooh,
Nice.
that's a nice one.
Yeah.
That's a good size
It's another keeper.
yellow eye right there. Good job. Looks like a guppy compared to the one we just got. Just kidding.
But are we kidding? No. Do we need to bring it down?
You know when you're real tired at night and your friends are asking you to go out and you know it's a bad idea, but you go anyway? That's what I'm about to do right now. Hand cranking for these yellow eyes.
We're at 600 feet.
Yep.
This is like the best workout he's gonna get out all week.
I might run out of line here. Meanwhile, the girls are in the back with the electric.
We're working smarter, not harder.
This is why women live longer than men.
Yeah, no, actually that's perfect. Lock it.
Do you guys hit the bottom already?
Yeah.
Sure did.
I hope I don't run out of line here. Uh-oh.
You're near the end.
Uh-oh. This isn't good. Oh. I just ran out of line.
So, I guess it's time for Clay to re-spool. We're on.
But I don't have...
Well, you're farting around over there. Wow.
We tried. Oh my gosh.
We got your line.
All right, so long story short, all the line that I just lost got caught around the deep drop rig and we're tying it back onto the reel so we can get our line back. You see, these are the things that never make it into fishing shows or just never make it into any edits because no one wants to show this type of stuff, but I don't care, man.
Here, Clay, since it was your bright idea.
You got it, you got it. You're doing a great job.
Since it was your bright idea to hand crank, why don't you finish what you started?
Because I don't, it's hard.
Here,
No, it's too hard.
look at him, putting it in a rod holder. Imagine he comes up with an actual fish hooked up to it. Now that would be really cool.
Dude, I got a long way to go.
Just look at him go. He just keeps.
I got a yellow eye! Woo! 2 of them, baby! What's up? Come on now! That is unreal!
You got 2.
Are you kidding me? What?
Get him in the boat! And they're pretty good size.
I can't believe that.
Oh my
Dude,
God!
you gotta be joking.
I mean, talk about teamwork.
Never in my life.
So technically our catch because we were
No,
the
no,
one
no,
victim
no.
of on the
It was on my reel.
Oh
That
my
was on my reel. You did save my life. Listen, we couldn't even have done that if we tried.
From the #1 station, this is a story about love. A love story. Music is love, and love is music. Yeah.
So, deep dropping was awesome, but we figured before we head back to the house and the chef gets there, just hop in the water, grab a couple conchs so we can have some yellow eye, some conch chowder, and some conch salad. So, I'm gonna be doing the dirty work, but I'm perfectly fine with it. Getting in the water in the Bahamas, nothing better in the world, baby. And that's the truth. With a little local knowledge, we visited a wreck that's loaded with fish and surrounded by conch. So I figured I'd make a couple drops, see if we could shoot some lionfish before we load up on conch. There's no limit on lionfish, and you're actually advised to kill as many lionfish as possible since they are invasive to Bahamian waters. Woo! Got him, baby. There's a couple more down there too.
That's a really good sized lionfish.
I want to try to get down there again. I don't want to drift off this wreck. Now, most people are afraid to shoot and ingest lionfish, mainly because they have venomous spines. But they're extremely abundant in Bimini, and just about anyone can hit them with a pole spear. Keep in mind, it's illegal to use a spear gun in the Bahamas, so if you do wish to spearfish, it can only be done with a pole spear or a Hawaiian sling. Does the chef want to make kebabs?
Woo! Good job.
Another two bite the dust.
That's right. Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a massive one right there.
That is a chunky dude, bro. That's awesome.
If you find a lionfish, there's typically a lot more, so I suggest always taking a couple more dives and check any crevices or ledges which they like to hide inside of. We did just that and we completely cleared the wreck. That was the last one on the wreck right there. But there's conch everywhere underneath us. So I'm gonna grab 6 of them real quick so that way we get what we came here for. Woo. Now, conch are extremely easy to find in the Bahamas. Just look for the grass, which they feed on, and look for their shells face down. Once you find one, you shouldn't have a problem filling a 6 per boat limit, mainly because they hang together in really big numbers on these grass beds. You wanna hop in the water, grab a couple?
Yeah.
All right, because I was gonna say there's a big one right underneath me. That's 3 right there.
Wait, hold it, hold it.
Here, I'll give you 2 first.
Yeah, let me take these two.
Okay.
Okay, and then I think that.
As you can see, it doesn't take Francesca very long to get in on the action since these conch are just lined everywhere on the bottom. Keep in mind that in order to harvest a conch, legally it has to have a well-defined lip. Another thing to note is if you ever catch and clean a conch, never throw a shell back in the water. This will cause the conch to move from that area, and ultimately we want to make sure that these conch always stay put exactly where they're at.
My first conch. That's so cool. It's like playing that game where you can't find them and then all of a sudden you see them and they're everywhere. Yeah. Because once you spot them, your eye just becomes familiar with what they look like. Exactly.
Here you are, madam.
At this point, we're exhausted, yet satisfied since the entire day was well spent catching our own seafood. Not to mention, earlier in the day, we crossed our own personal boat through a 100-mile stretch of open ocean from the United States into Bahamian waters. Yes, it's a lot of work, but the reward is priceless as you're able to experience sights, sounds, and tastes in combination that some can only dream of. So here we are in the kitchen, preparing the lionfish. I'm gonna try not to poke myself, but we have our chefs here, Valerie, Sherelle, and little Rena.
Rena, the entertainer, she has quite the moves.
Yeah.
So check her out. She's going to be dancing.
She's gonna be
all
showing
night
us the
long.
moves.
That's right.
But anyway, we have plenty of seafood here, plenty of food in general. So, as you can see, cleaning up the lionfish first, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the yellow eye snapper whole. Are you guys gonna fry them? Yes. We're gonna fry the yellow eyes whole. And definitely safe to say, we're not gonna go hungry today.
Absolutely not.
I love it. I love the knife. I love the scraper also.
See, the proof is in the pudding right there. She didn't even know that those were our knives, and she was saying how great they were, so take it home with you.
For real?
Yeah, I would use it.
Thank you.
Of course.
I did.
Were you born and raised in Bimini? Were you? Do you like fishing? No. Do you like fishing? Really?
What's your favorite type of fish you got?
I love snappers, big size. I don't like the little ones.
Yeah.
I like
So
the
are
big
these
ones.
too small for you?
No, they're good size. I'm competing to see who catches the biggest one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's what her and I do.
That's like the drinking time. We go there, like,
Yeah.
get away from stress.
There you go.
You know?
That's why we do it. That's why we're
Yeah.
here.
I get help on my lip. Oh.
Clean my first conch. How about that?
Me.
Got that for me, Rena?
I want the pistol. Where is it?
I need in the pistol.
No, Reno. What is it, Stephanie?
It's the pistol, the conch. It's supposed to give you stamina. So I just want to say we've got cornbread, fried fish, some rice, some fried mac and cheese, bread, salad, and
the
some
lionfish
conch chowder.
right there.
Lionfish as well. Thank you to both of them, or all three of them, for cooking this food and doing just a fantastic job and really just bringing these recipes and giving myself a break, because to be honest, I'm always the one cooking.
And huge thanks to Angel and
Francesco for this beautiful home. I mean, we've really just, you guys have spoiled us.
Ooh, look at
Woo!
what you're getting here.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
And fresh conch chowder.
That's right.
With the conch we just caught.
Never had this before. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Do you want some, Angel?
Oh my God, it's my favorite.
Come to Bimini, you need to get them
Yes.
in your kitchen.
We'll put their description,
Yes.
I mean, their information down in the video
We're gonna
description.
put your information in the video.
God, I hope you all cover these people in the name of Jesus. I hope everybody be safe in this world. I love everybody. Amen.
That was beautiful.
That was awesome.
I loved it. Good job. That was so beautiful.
Thank you for such a beautiful prayer.
And that's a lot of rice.
So as good as the food was last night, and for as much fun as we had yesterday, today is really the day that we're all so excited about. But the biggest thing is, whenever you go out wahoo trolling, they say the best time to go is 3 days before and after the full moon. And we're right in between that window. Reason why is all the current, all the bait gets tossed around with those heavier tides with the moon. So at this point, we're gonna drop down. I mean, we're gonna go there as fast as we possibly can. And we are 100% in the right boat to do it. So any more talking, we're just wasting time. So let's go. Turning and burning right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're spinning 4,500 RPMs, going 50 miles an hour, and we're just scooting right over the top of these 2 to 3 footers in a head seat, and we're slicing through them like butter. And that's what this Contender 39 ST is all about. It's about getting places as fast as possible, as comfortable as possible, burning the least amount of fuel as possible. At this point in time, we haven't even filled up the boat. Came over here with 500 gallons. Getting over here, we burned about 100. We have 400 to spare. But, you know, if you notice, there's nobody around us right now. Everybody's in the back in the bean bags. That's another reason why we don't have seating in this boat either, because you put those bean bags in the back of the boat and there is no more comfortable spot to be in this boat than in those bean bags. Best part is, once we get there, we put the bean bags away. We got a big open fishing cockpit. Hopefully bring some wahoos in. Now we made a run a little further south in hopes of hitting a really productive area. Things didn't really go as planned, so we spent the morning high-speed trolling to cover ground and locate these fish. But like any fishing trip, you should always have a plan B, especially when wahoo trolling, because they mainly feed early morning and late afternoon. So just before we were about to throw in the towel, one of the reels began to sing, and like always, the persistence paid off.
We'll figure it out. Look at that guy right there.
Just hope we can keep him on. He's shaking up on top.
It's
we got
fighting.
something, I'll tell you that much.
You keep pulling him in, I'll gaff.
Stephanie, if you're gonna put a gaff in that fish,
Wait, you're going too fast. Slow it down.
if you're gonna put a gaff in him, make sure you're bringing him in.
It's a kingfish.
Is it? Still get him.
Woo! Woo! Careful with those teeth.
Hey.
Careful with the teeth.
Wow, that's a big king right there, man. Get him in the boat. Get him in the boat. Bring him over.
I can't carry him. He's too big. Look at that kingfish.
Still got a lot of life on him, let me tell you. After that ordeal.
Hey,
Let's keep him
watch
here.
your feet. Watch your feet.
I know.
Damn, that's a big thing.
All right, cool. Hey,
All right.
that's one way to start. We got one fish.
That's right.
It's kind of a,
Hey, it's in the family.
there we go. All right.
Look at that. Woo. All right, put him in. Woo! Good job.
With the skunk finally off the boat, it's a good feeling, especially early in the day with an open ocean and a lot to explore. Since we still had plenty of time and fuel, we made a game time decision to run about another 2 hours south. Finally, we made it to an area about 30 miles off the coast of Cuba called Cay Sal Bank. This area is known for a thriving fishery, beautiful crystal clear waters, modern-day pirates, and a resting place for Cuban refugees. Cay Sal is completely isolated and uninhabited, so it's known for trouble from time to time. With that being said, you definitely have to be on high guard because you never know what you're gonna run into. So as you can see, Stephanie's taking a nap. We're switching gears. We're gonna do some deep dropping. We're gonna do a couple drops, see if we could pull up a couple fish off the bottom before we head home. Staying hopeful.
Are we on a queen spot?
We are on a queen spot. You wanna know where else there's a queen spot?
Where?
In front of the boat right here on the coffin box.
I'm glad you recognize a queen when you see one. I'm wearing my queen colors.
That's right. So Angel just got a bite. Seems like he's got something. At least we know we're on a good spot. This is tough though. Got 1,800 feet of line out. We're not power drifting here. That way we can bolt fish. It makes it a little more difficult. You're not popping the boat in and out of gear. Oop, I'm getting a bite right now. Look, 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 look. Nice, yeah, I got it.
I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's so cool.
There we go. What we got?
Woo!
It's so cool. We just caught a winchman. They got a winchman in the back. That sun's going down, man. Now that we got the meat secured, we're gonna see what we can find underneath.
1, 2, show 'em how we do. 3, 4, turn it up more. 5, 6.
up in the front of the boat, and we just caught a Wenchman snapper. Long story short, if you guys don't stay in tune on our videos, Stephanie is the Paul Blart Mall cop of like following all rules and regulations. So Angel's gonna go up to her and basically tell her that I want to keep this highly illegal snapper.
It's not. Oh, really? Clay,
What?
that fish isn't edible.
What do you mean it's not edible?
It's not legal to keep.
Why do you say that?
It's a witcher one.
A witch or what?
What is it called, Angel?
How do you know that that thing's illegal?
What were you just saying about it, Angel? Tell him.
About the Wednesday?
Yeah. They're not good?
What do you mean they're not good?
Look, no comment. I'm not gonna get in between the two of you. There's nothing to do with me.
Wait, but I just say it. I don't care.
Just keep it. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
You think we'll get in trouble?
Nah.
You guys are just... Oh my... There's no way.
Look, the truth is, it's hardcore out here. So if you're gonna take a nap, you're gonna get messed with. But in all seriousness, knowing your regulations is something you should know before you leave the dock. We caught a plethora of snappers, from Winchmen to yellow eyes to queen snappers, where you're allowed to mix and match and keep up to 60 pounds of bottom fish like groupers and snappers, or 20 fish in total, whichever is less. However, you should always contact the Bahamian government and FWC before each trip to make sure that regulations haven't changed.
Well, the good news is we didn't get skunked, but it has been an amazing trip. This is a bucket list destination and we knocked it off, but I would say ultimately it was a huge success and we had so much fun. But it's 5 o'clock. We need to be back in the Keys before the sun goes down.
Yep.
So we're gonna see how fast this boat can go.